welcome to my channel. This is the Naj Unique podcast. Pretty much I don't have no special niche. This is where I want to feel free to come and talk about what's going on in our society and, share insight as much as I can to our community and just reach out and touch. I believe we all need somebody. And now that it's a new year, I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to go ahead and start my YouTube channel. But first, y'all, it's January 1st, 2025. It's a new year. I'm still trying to process where 2024 went to. I mean, like it went by so fast, y'all. 2024, I would say a portion of it wasn't all that great. And then the other portion, it was okay. It was a really hard year. And I'm really hoping 2025 is going to be a whole lot better than 2024. I mean, I'm sure some of you can relate. Please share in the comments how 2024 was for you, some of the things you went through. How did you overcome it? What did you do? Please share your insight so others can hear, and you may help me. But I can honestly say the first part of 2024 wasn't all that great for me because I was without work from August of 2023 up until June 2024. It was a lot. Not being able to work, trying to hustle and bustle to pay your bills. I'm a full-time student. I decided April of last year, that I was enrolling myself back in school and I was determined to finish my bachelor's degree. And I'm happy I did because, taking a leap of faith, not working and going through all the challenges that I experienced and just focusing on being a full-time student and, getting my work done and just, letting that be my main focus. But it just wasn't that simple. I just, I gotta admit, when bills are piling up and, it was just hard. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna pay this, how I was gonna do this and that. And I know some people rely on financial aid and all that and stuff. And it's nice to have that, because honestly, that's what it's there for, to cover, not only, the academic part of things, but it also covers room and board. And so I'm just grateful, which at the time, in all honesty, when I first started, because I was a full-time employee, I wasn't a full-time student. And then when I realized I need to draw financial aid because now that I'm not working, I need money to cover my bills. But I didn't figure that out until 2024. After going the last part of 2023, going through the struggles, going through the heartaches, going through just not sure how you're going to make it. So these past couple of years, y'all, it's been hard. But one thing I know for sure is with God, all things are possible. And that's what I can say. God has really made a way out of no way. God has really, really helped me get through, y'all, the most difficult times. And I think we need a moment of silence, y'all. Let's just take a minute. I came into this and this stuff is still emotional. And so let's take a moment of silence right now. Let's just gather our thoughts and take some deep breaths and just take it all in. But I'm happy I made it through. I thank God for my children and the couple of people that did not turn their backs on me and really was there for me, encouraging me, uplifting me, supporting me. I'm grateful, because when I say it takes a village, it takes a village. This life is not meant for us to do things on our own or get through our struggles on our own. No, we need a community. Okay. And so if it wasn't for communities, helping me financially, going to church and church family, hugging me, wrapping their arms around me, holding my hand, praying for me, praying with me. If it wasn't for that, I would not be where I am right now. And so, but it wouldn't be right for me to go into 2025 and not reflect on 2024. And the reason I brought up 2023, because that pain, the suffering, everything that I endured carried over into 2024. So it was all connected. And so I can honestly say, but God, He works in mysterious ways. Like, I really feel like, I don't think that God makes us go through stuff just to be going through stuff. It's meant for us to go through things to help us grow, mature, and understand the reason why we're going through what we're going through. Because the way I see it, in all honesty, I believe that sometimes we put ourselves through stuff that we shouldn't be putting ourselves through. And because we stay in those situations for a period of time, God is like, okay, since you want to do things your way and not my way, there's a lesson in this for you. And I need for you to learn that lesson. And once you've learned that lesson, we can finally get back on track and do things the way that I was trying to show you how to do things. So it's important that we get out of our own way, straight up. And that's what I had to learn in this process. Let go. Stop being in control of everything. I want to control every little tiny thing there was, because I've learned to release and let go. Even when things happen to us and we know it wasn't our fault, but then we still try to figure it out. And sometimes that can be a problem, trying to figure it out. I think that's where we go wrong. Instead of praying about it, releasing it, letting it go, you ain't got to do any fully investigation, go confront anybody or situation, whatever. Just let things be the way that it is. For an example, when I was working at the hospital, I know for me, I can be a bit intimidating because I'm a boss chick. I feel like 2024 was the year that God wanted me to tap into my authoritative role. And because He's trying to prepare me for leadership roles and to eventually having my own business. And so I guess for me, I didn't know how to tame it. I didn't know how to, I wouldn't say humble myself, but it was overpowering. And for a boss to see that, it can be intimidating. But one thing I don't understand is that how you go up on these jobs and even though it's your manager, your supervisor, they want to act like they in control of you. They want to dictate already what time you got to be at work, clocking in, when you're away from your desk, the time you go to lunch, when you come back, who you talking to, how you dress, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm not meant to be controlled. It's too robotic for me. And that's just not how I flow. And so it's been a struggle, working with companies and people not fully understanding your purpose, understanding who you are in God's view. Because people don't see us a lot of times in God's view. They see us from the flesh. They see us, from an earthly view. And so it was hard for me during that time. And I knew that I wasn't doing anything wrong. And I just kept feeling like I had to prove myself. And the more I proved myself, the more I dug myself into a deeper hole. And I wasn't realizing that. I'm thinking I'm doing all the right things. I'm thinking I'm speaking up. I'm speaking my truth. I'm taking up for myself. And I'm, standing firm. I'm standing 10 toes down, but then it end up, I guess, backfiring on me. And so, I'm just happy that I'm out of that situation. And it's unfortunate that I had to go through the struggles that I went through, which was a lot, but it grew me and it matured me and it taught me some lessons that I really needed to learn. One being to let go, stop thinking I got to be in control, with every little thing that comes into my life. You know what I'm saying? Like some things is out of your control and you got to let it go. But it's hard when, like now in this new era, because I remember when I was growing up, you didn't hear about soft air or, soft air is where women, we don't always have to be in flight and fight mode. You know what I'm saying? Like we can actually live in our femininity and we can really be the woman that we were designed to be and not always feeling like we have to play the role of a male and a female. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in a relationship or you married, you know what I'm saying? Like you got the wife who has her roles and you got the husband who has his roles. And even if you're not married, you're dating or whatever the case, we all have our roles in our relationship. And so, but for a lot of women, especially in these times, women are having to really step up to the plate to do more than they've ever had to because, men either are not making enough money or not really far along in their careers as they should be. Whereas women, we're becoming more entrepreneurs and, we're tapping into, our creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like women, we some badasses, y'all. I don't normally speak like that, but I gotta give us credit. Like we are bad and we can be intimidating and, especially if you're a Black woman at that, because of the strength, all the abilities that we have, the knowledge. I mean, we're like some powerful beings, mentally, spiritually, physically, you name it. You know what I'm saying? We are some strong individuals and people can be easily intimidated by us, especially if you are tapping into your power, and when I say tapping into your power, I mean like, for me, I've, and most know this, especially my children, I've actually, grown spiritually beyond the church. And I've learned some things that the church don't preach about. And so with that being said, God gives us knowledge and power. He gives us the tools that we need to navigate through this life, one being his word. And so because of all that our ancestors did and is passed down from generation to generation, they've instilled that power into us. So with that being said, that's why we're able to almost accomplish and overcome any obstacle or any situation that comes our way, especially the Black women I know and the Black women in my family. I know we are some strong individuals because we watch our parents, our grandparents, our parents go through the utmost situations and was able to overcome it. And here we are, kind of taking on some of the stuff that they did and, you know, trying to correct it for our kids. But I don't think the curse is going to fully be broken until maybe the generation to come, because it's a lot. But I say that to say that it's nice when women can tap into their femininity. It's nice when, you know, we can, you know, be in our soft air and not feeling like we have to always jump to defense and always fight our battles, or just feel like, you know, the world is against us and, you know, all odds are against us, whatever. You know, we can actually sit and be at peace and at ease and speak with softness and kindness and gentleness and all that and stuff. But it also takes us to be surrounded by that. You know what I'm saying? I remember being on my spiritual journey, and this is 2023 and 2024, and even before then, but I had to block myself from certain individuals that I knew had hurt me before and, you know, didn't speak gentle to me and spoke harshly to me. And so I had to remove myself. So for anybody out there and you trying to heal and you're trying to, you know, overcome some battles and things that you have been facing for years, I'm going to tell you something. You really have to remove yourself from people that triggers you, people that have, you know, contributed to, you know, your bad times or your struggles or whatever the case, and has caused harm to you. You really got, whether it's family, whoever, I'm sorry, but you got to put them on the back burner and put you first, because that's the only way you go heal and the only way to really break generational curses. So 2024 really taught me to choose me first. Well, of course, God first, because I wouldn't be able to get over and get through anything without him. My ancestors, praising and honoring them for always doing what they did to pave the way for where we are right now, as well as, you know, still being there for us in a spirit, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I had to choose me first over anybody else, whether it's my children, family, friends, significant others, you know what I'm saying? I had to choose me first. But one thing I can say about myself is that I'm a loving person. I'm a family-oriented person. Have been, always been, because that's what my mother has always demonstrated. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was always about. She was always about family, love. You know, she taught me how to really be the loving, family, spiritual person that I am today. I give her all the credit and glory, you know, outside of God, for instilling those things in me. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, 2024 taught me also that, you know, to continue with my education. I, you know, started off having kids first, and then later decided I got married and then went through a divorce, and then, you know, finally choosing to enroll in school. And because of life-changing events and stuff like that, I put school on the back burner. But last year I was like, you know what? Especially like working in the healthcare and you're surrounded by educated people and people that are successful and stuff like that, you know, it only motivates you, encourages you to really want to, you know, be better and stuff like that or whatever. So I'm grateful for being in environments where they can motivate me and encourage me to be the best version of myself. And so, you know, this year, 2025, is going to be a great year because I am graduating with my bachelor's in communication with an emphasis on interpersonal communication and human relations. So I didn't just, you know, I didn't want it to be. So when you mention communications, it's, you think, oh, you just want to talk. But, the good part about, and what I've learned in school, is that communication is very broad. Like, you don't even necessarily have to use your words. You can just look at a person or someone's movement and, like they call it nonverbal cues and stuff like that. And it'll tell you what a person is trying to communicate, And so, but it was a lot more. It's been a lot more that I've learned. And I'm just grateful for that, which is why I'm now here, because 25 is my year, not only to graduate, but then to start my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to take the skills that I've learned over, the past couple of years of, obtaining my bachelor's and stuff, and use those skills now going forward. And so here I am starting my podcast. I'm excited. 25 is going to be a really good year. I'm not going to be hard on myself. I'm not going to be critical on myself. And I'm not going to let anybody else be that way towards me, because it's just not going to work. Not in 2025. The things that happened years back, I can't keep on bringing that into years going forward. So I'm just not allowing it. So I really believe 2025 is going to really be a great year. And then, I want to mention too, I have a birthday coming up. My birthday is January the 14th. I'm a Capricorn. Whoop, 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 whoop. We are the best. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm sure I got plenty watching this, and you're like, your sign is the best. I'm not discrediting you, but go ahead and put in the comments what your sign is and why you believe your sign is the best. One thing I can say about Capricorns is we are loyal. We're hard workers. We're very intuitive. We're spiritual driven. We're earthly beings, family oriented. We don't bite our tongues about nothing. We say how we feel. We mean what we say. We can come out strong, and people can't handle us. I think the right ones can handle us. So not everybody can relate, but one thing about Capricorns is, we're very loving people. You can count on us to be there for you any and every time. But then remember, I mentioned how I like to control things. That's part of the Capricorn traits, being controlling, liking to be in control and all that and stuff. But again, being a child of God and stuff like that or whatever, I can't own all those characteristics. And so some things I'm learning to let go of, because trying to be in control of everything, it stresses you out. And I don't have time. I stressed enough 2023, 2024 and beyond that, because it's been, over the past 5 years has been challenging for me, even though I've enjoyed my spiritual journey and just, being the best version of myself or whatever. But I'm doing this countdown leading up into my birthday. So, of course, today is January 1st. So I'm going to try my best to post, leading up until my birthday. And then after that, I probably won't post, but maybe once or twice a week, because it's a lot trying to create content, every day, and especially having a full-time job and then being a student and stuff like that or whatever. So I'm gonna try my best. Y'all don't judge me if I miss a day, okay? I'm human, okay? But I'm gonna try my best, and all that and stuff. But I'm looking forward to turning 45 years old. 44 was amazing. I can actually say I am aging gracefully. I don't feel like I'm this old woman, or I can't believe it. I remember when my older sisters were this age, and I remember when my mom was this age, and whoever knew that I would reach to this point this fast. And I'm grateful and I'm blessed to even be still here to even say that I'm embarking on a new year. And I thank God for still giving me life and purpose to be on earth. And I just pray that he continues to keep me here for another 50 or another 45 years, you know, so that I can keep on living out my dreams and my purpose and just being pleasing to him, because I realize this life is not my own. And so I'm grateful for embarking on 45 years, y'all. 45 years. Oh my God, I cannot believe what? I cannot believe it. Like, I'm smiling, but then I can cry because, you know, for one, I don't have either one of my parents here to celebrate these moments. But then I do have my children, you know, so it's like I still have reasons to celebrate, but then it's not for anybody else, it's for me. And so it's a good feeling, you know, celebrating birthdays, and especially another milestone, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what I'm doing for my birthday. I know that I wanted to do all these other things that I don't feel is going to happen, but it's okay. I'm happy. But anyway, I'm going to end this on a positive note. 2025 is the year for full abundance, y'all. So do what you got to do. Set your goals. Obtain your goals. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to make 2025 your best year. I don't want to be the only one saying that 2025 is my year. And I know I'm not. A lot of people saying that. But we got to really take the necessary steps to reaching those goals and making it a great year, because the ball is in our court. It's up to us on how we decide that how we want to get through the year. You know what I'm saying? So I wish everybody, once again, a happy new year, and may 2025 be the best year ever, and you're able to achieve and accomplish all the wonderful things that life. Hey y'all, my apologies. For some reason the video cut off early, but I just wanted to tell you, please like, share, and comment. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel. You will make a huge difference to me helping growing my channel. So please, as much as I'm posting videos, feel free to join in with the community and share your comments and you know, and talk to me. All right, y'all take care. Peace.